everybody, I am here. Apologies for the being gone. As some of you, most of you may know, I'm going through a little bit of cancer treatment, and it kind of kicked my butt the last couple weeks. So, but I'm back, and I'm finally able to be in my art space. I don't know how long I'll be here today, but I wanted to just be on here, spend some time with you guys, so you didn't think I forgot you. I've been working the last month or so. I decided to put together and work on a glue book so I could do something somewhat productive / creative during my treatment. I knew I wasn't going to have the energy for full-on journal makes, although I have worked on them a little bit. But I wanted something to keep my hands busy and creative and all that. And so I had put together this glue book, and I've been working in it. And I thought I would jump on today, spend a little time with you guys on a couple of the pages. And I think for me, the point and purpose of a glue book is to not think about things, to just go with the flow of them. I'm a very meticulous person. I'm a bit OCD, and I struggle with a lot of things when it comes to art, as far as like layering, and I am very meticulous about my color matching and, you know, coloring going to good together and things like that. And so my rule for this glue book was to just glue some things down, not really give it much thought, not really stress about color matching or making sense. I mean, it makes no sense what I'm doing here, other than the fact that I've fussy cut a lot of images, which that's what I did. A lot of my treatment is just sat and fussy cut. I'm on the back end of my treatment now, thankfully. And as far as that goes, I don't even know what day it is. June. It's Father's Day here in America. June 13th, 14th, 15th, something like that. It's a Sunday, and I'm just now able to get up in my chair, and I don't know where I was going with that thought. Oh, yeah, I know where I was going with that thought. It's June 13th, 14th, whatever day it is, and I am done with treatment, and my follow-up is July 18th. So I've got basically a month of no doctor's appointments, nothing like that. And I'm quite happy about that. I can just kind of heal and take a breather from the gazillion doctor's appointments and follow-ups and scans and all that good stuff. And so again, for that, I'm quite grateful. So, I was playing in this morning and piecing together some pages, and I thought I would jump on here with you guys, but I had to wait till my laundry got done because it was being really noisy back there, and so I had to wait till all that got done. But the laundry is done, and so I'm here to play a little bit. Again, no rhyme or reason. And I will say this is my disclaimer about this book. There are a few curse words throughout here. So if that offends you, I apologize now. But this is my book, and this is my book that I'm working on to get through this cancer crap. So, you know, and I'll be honest, I've cussed a little bit this last month or so. So it is what it is. So these 2 pages are random and colorful. This page I was piecing together. But anyways, I started piecing together pages and I thought, oh, let me just piece together a few pages. And then I'll jump on here with you guys for a bit. And so I put those 2 pages together. This is the last page I have pieced together. So going forward, after this page is stuck down, it will be a bunch of who knows what will take place. Again, I'm trying to just focus on just placing things down, not really spending a lot of time stressing about color or anything like that. But I want it to look good. And so far, I'm pretty pleased with some of these pages. Some of them, I'm just like, yep, we're done with that. Let's just get that out the way. But I think that's with any art. You have good pages and bad pages. Good stuff and bad stuff. You know, is it Neil Gaiman who said, make bad art? Thank you, Neil, for that permission. I will do that. I don't think you can make good art unless you make some bad art. That's just my opinion. So, again, I struggle with trying to figure out what the point and purpose of a glue book is. But, so far, I'm doing okay with it. I'm trying to make it make sense. It's been pretty therapeutic, I guess. I guess to say, you know, the days that I couldn't do much of anything, I was still able to do a little bit of creating. So in that way, it was quite helpful. So that's where we're at. Those are the only pages I had pieced together for you. But fear not, I shall not leave you. I will continue. I wanted to kind of, so I've been working in this, and I thought I would flip through it a little bit with you guys before we did another page. This is the center of this. It's quite Mondo book now, but I'm loving it. I showed it to the boyfriend last night, and he just doesn't get it. But it is what it is. So anyways, I've been working on it back and forth and, you know, doing page here. And yesterday when I was working on it, I thought, you know, I just need to start somewhere. And again, that's my OCD kicking in, and make sure that I'm done. I've got something on these pages because a lot of them are blank pages. Like these are background pages. So I thought, well, let me just start at the middle and see where I'm at. And, I'm working this way in the book. And you know, these aren't technically done per se. I mean, I still could add something here and there. But they could be done if I finished, or if I ran out of pieces or whatever, they could be done. So, again, they're just random piecings togethers that I've done over the last month or so. I don't think any of these I really did on camera. I did maybe a little bit on camera, but this book is filled with like little quotes, little motivational type quotes. Again, as I'm going through this. This is my favorite one, I think. I don't know why. I just love it. And of course, it's made up of pieces from magazines and things like that that I liked. You know, I like this little succulent, so I cut it out. And I'm a reader, so I cut out the books. And I kind of like this one too. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the color wave of it. I feel like there's a glare, but this one was a struggle for some weird reason. These gems are part of the background. It's like a jewelry page, and it was like, what do I do? These are right in the center, and so I just started plunking flowers down. This one was a hard one too because the background was so pretty. So I just plunked down this big flower and added a few things. But the background, this lady in a masquerade mask, and it's a really colorful background. I think I did this one on camera with you guys. You know, there was some rhyme and reason with it, you know. I was trying to make her stand in front of her house and all that, but all that rhyme and reason just kind of went out the door. So I'm up to this page. This is a background. I'll continue on. I might have done this one on camera, or I've posted on my Instagram. I like this one too. We just did these. These are two backgrounds I need to fill in. Two backgrounds I need to fill in. These two are quote unquote done. You know, I could still add some more to them, but these are backgrounds that I've added a little bit to, but they're not done. Same with these. I haven't added anything to this. I added this lady in the fire to this. I don't think she's done. She needs a quote or something. This was added, so these are still in progress. These are still in progress. These are plain backgrounds. This one's in progress. I've added a little bit here and there. I mean, I guess she could be done. Background pages. Background pages. And there are some pages like this I might leave alone. It's a magazine page with a focal point image and a quote and all that. So, I mean, you know, if worse comes to worse, I could leave it alone. Backgrounds. These I might have done on camera or shared them on Instagram or something like that. I feel like these are old, per se. Yeah, like I said, just randomness. This one I shared on Instagram, I think. This is one of the first ones I did. Backgrounds, although I added a moose in the kitchen here. I don't know why, he just looked like he belonged there. This one is in progress. It could be done because it's got a background, a lady with the sun, and I added a dose of sunshine in her. It could be done. And then, so yeah. So, that's where I'm at moving forward. Let's move backwards a little bit. I added this fan here. So this is still a work in progress. This one's pretty much done. I feel like I don't know that there's much more I could add to it. This one, kind of the same. The background was very overpowering. Not in a bad way, but just, you know, it was a very standalone background. But so I added the dog and the ice cream and the star and the watch me. And like I say, these, for the most part, are done. Mainly because I've kind of gone through my box a time or two and pieced around with them. And there's really not much more I can add. Although I have little extra pieces, you know, here and there that I could throw in there, you know, if I wanted to. This one, excuse me, has so much stuff on it. Excuse me. This one's a work in progress. I can't figure out what to put here to cover up those words. So that's a work in progress. This one I think I did either on camera or on my Instagram. I think it's pretty much done. This is when I first started and I was trying to make sense of all these things, make them make sense kind of thing. And they don't. They just don't. So this spread I kind of like. It kind of goes together. I've got the coffees and the teas kind of going on here. But it really don't go together, if that makes any sort of sense. These two I kind of like. They're fun, colorful. These are works in progress. These, yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite. I kind of laughed at this one. This kind of made me think of AI, because here's a lady with the apples on her head doing the peace sign. And then here's a handful of apples. And so this could be her other hand. But then you got another hand here. So kind of made me think of AI, the extra hands. So I'm creating my own AI. This one turned out to be very yellow for some weird reason. I don't know that I'm done with it. As far as yellow pieces, I don't know that I have much more in my stash. This one's a work in progress still, but it could be done. This little grandma and the chicken, you know, I kind of have a done sense with it. This one, you know, I still could add more, but this is just a background. This is a work in progress. This is a work in progress. These are works in progress. Backgrounds. You know, done, maybe, I don't know. This one is pretty much done. I don't know, unless I can think of something else sitting. Come up with something else sitting. This is a background. Backgrounds. Background. This is, I want to say this one's done. I love this so much. It's the little dog looking up at the pizza. And there's a lot of negative space in here, but I just really like it. So he may be done unless I can come up with a really cute quote. Background. This is just kind of being a work in progress, piecing things together. Backgrounds. Backgrounds. This one is, for the most part, done. I just added a whole bunch of pink stuff. Background. These I might have done on camera. These are some of my older, and I say older, like last month, not like years ago. Background that I've struggled with because I don't want to cover this up. Background. Backgrounds. This one I think is done. This is a background that I'm going to have to struggle with covering up. Backgrounds. Background, although here's another like quote with a really pretty image that may just stay by itself. This one could be done. It could still have a little bit more. You know, the giraffes looking in the mirror I think is really cute. Background, this does not make sense, but I like it. The color wave goes really well and I just like it, so it's possibly done. These are works in progress. Backgrounds. 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 Background, work in progress, although I don't know much more I can add to it. This one's done per se. I kind of like it. This is a work in progress. Backgrounds, work in progress, background, and then the front. So there you have it. We've gone all the way through where I'm at so far. I feel like I've got a lot done. I'm just kind of playing in it here and there. There are moments I'll sit down and I think, okay, I'm just going to work on this page, and I sit and work on a page. And then there are moments that are like, okay, I have this hat, and I flip through the book trying to find where this hat goes. He might go there. I don't know. But anyways, so that's just kind of, it's kind of like been a back and forth kind of thing. And I think that that's kind of the beauty of it, is sometimes I'm working by the piece. Sometimes I'm working by the page. And I think the beauty of working by the piece is that I've got all these backgrounds in place, and I don't really have a rhyme or reason for anything. I don't really have any rules, and so if I want to just glue a piece down because it, for whatever reason, looks good, then that's what we'll do. I think, so I've been fussy cutting for a while. I've gone through quite a few magazines this last month, which has helped kind of clean out my art space a little bit, so that's nice. But I think I've got quite a bit of fussy cut pieces to work with. And so with that, a lot of them get lost. And so when I sit down and I'm working, it's like I keep coming across the same image to work with, and then it's like, then I'll flip over and, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit, and it's like, oh, I've got all these cool images to work with. And when I have that moment of epiphany of, ooh, look at all these cool images, then that's when I take the image and it's like, pick out a few, and it's like, oh, I want to use that, I want to use that, I want to use that. And then I'll go through and, you know, match the pieces to the page. When I have a fresh flip of pieces, I guess, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I've been working on this, as you can see, quite a bit of progress. Come on, Mr. Hats. And I have 4 journals that are over here on the side of my desk that I need to sew together. Excuse me. I've got the hiccups. I need to sew together to finish them up. And I've just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And it's just, I think, because I don't want to drain myself. I feel like I've got to sit down and do them all 4 at the same time. And I know I don't, but I feel like I do. And so it's the task of sewing together 4 journals, which sewing in signatures is not my favorite. And so the task of that just kind of, it overwhelms me. And so, when I think about having to sew in 4, I get all antsy about it, and then it's like, yeah, I don't have the energy for that. And so I put it off. And I know I don't have to do them all at once. I know that. My friend Mary Ellen talks a lot about pacing. And I know. But you know, look at this little bitty bird. See, I come across this little guy and it's like, he needs to go somewhere. Where does he need to go? He needs to go in this scene somewhere. Let's put him up there. So that's what I'm saying. I come across little images. It's like, oh, and especially if they're little images, it's like, oh, he needs to be tucked in somewhere. So we just tuck him in somewhere. So again, while this page is done, I can still add to it. Some garlic. Everybody needs some garlic. I actually think they need garlic. The dogs and the crow and the crane bird, what kind of bird is this? Pelican. Need some garlic. Yeah, you know, whatever works. I need a quote of some sort. Actually, this little blue butterflies. No. Where was I at? Can this be a myth? I think so. Again, I'm just kind of gluing with reckless abandon. And it just, you know, seems to kind of work out. So now I'm down to this page. This is the next in the moving forward. And this is one I've struggled with as well, trying to figure out what to do on this page, because it's a page in and of itself. Get out a butterfly. And a tree. And a fox. I love this little fox. He just has no home. I can't find a home for him. I've tried him on every page. He may end up being a page by himself. Think about that. Let's work with that. Tuck that in there. I have a little black thread that keeps floating around my desk. Keeps hanging on to my sticky fingers. No rhyme or reason, right? Just go with the flow of it. I'm gluing off to the side because I don't have a lot of space on my desk right now. I don't have a lot of space on my desk ever. I guess we could do that. And I just come up with a whole story for this. So the page says, see what others can't. And I don't know if you guys see it or not, but this little lady is now a pink worm. And she is going to turn into this beautiful butterfly. She hangs out in the trees where there's a bird's nest too. Yeah. Yeah, some of them just kind of go. Some of them just, you know. These are kind of done. This is from a book page. I just thought it was really cool. I feel like I need something big to cover up that purse. We can start with that. I'm about out of glue on this little jobber. Yeah, I have some big pieces in here that were from my backgrounds when I first started putting together this book. So as you can see, I put together my backgrounds first, and I think that was very beneficial for me doing this. So if you're thinking about doing a glue book or you're not real sure where to start, I think the part of my problem was the white page was really getting to me. So I needed to spice things up, change things up, get rid of that white background. And so I went through this whole book and created backgrounds, and that was very helpful to me. I want to use this guy. Can he be in Manhattan? Can he be there? See, I'm on a kick now of I want to use. That makes no sense. And usually when something makes no sense, it's like, oh, well, that means I should put it there. It makes no sense. So anyways, yeah, see, I just came across this eagle image, and it's like, oh, I need to use him. I want to use him. So I kind of abandoned my post at that page I was working on and decided to go find a home for him. A little cricket at the bottom here. That's okay. We'll do a trimmy trim. Nobody will know none the wiser. I'm kind of feeling like he goes there. Kind of, not really, but. Do we need a fish? That would work, because the eagle, doesn't the eagle eat fish? This eagle eats fish. Anyways, if you're trying to decide how to get started on a glue book, or you're, you know, intimidated by the blank page, this is just a composition notebook. It's a grid notebook, but and I just went through it and added backgrounds to everything. And from there, went forward with just trying to make pages. Trying to make something happen. I have Care Bears. Maybe we can just do a page of potted plants. I seem to have plenty of those. Just digging, 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 seeing what's out here. I'm going with this. I'm going with the vibe of it. For whatever sense it don't make. Scoop, 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 scoop. Up, 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 up. Probably, let's trim this off a little bit. Let's see here. What else can I talk about? I'm hoping today, like I said, maybe I can get one of those journals sewn. Maybe I can talk myself into that. Maybe. Then it becomes, which one do I want to sew? 2, 3 of them are pretty much for an order that doesn't have any kind of a deadline. One of them is just for my inventory. Trying to cover all these perfume thingies up. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of workable. See what else I have. Oh, look at that pretty owl. Okay, let's glue these down, then we'll find a home for the owl, and then we'll close this up. It's been a while since I did a video. I gotta get back in the groove of it. Back in the groove of it. The littlest things kind of wear me out, so I'll probably finish up this video with you guys and then go sit down and rest a little bit and watch some of my favorite folks on YouTube. I gained a little bit more energy to come back to my space. It's so hard to explain, but I haven't physically been able to get into my, I don't like the way that lined up, but that's okay. I haven't been able to get into my chair. It's a little raised, higher than normal, higher than regular chairs. I just haven't had the energy to get up in it, unfortunately. But today I managed. I managed to get up through. I have this one little blue little Floofy. He don't go there, but I want to put him in the out of the blue. Don't ask why. Just feel like he needs to go there. Okay, now let's find a place for this owl. Well, I think that was a little too easy. I think he goes there. Okay, so that's an option. Let's flip through and see if he goes somewhere else. No. No, goes with the color, but she's too busy dancing around on that page to leave room for him. That might could work. Could he go in the kitchen? We'll find a home for you, mister. We'll find a home. Yeah. I mean, he goes there, but that's too natural, if that makes sense. So we liked this one. Let's move back this way a little bit. See if he goes. Let me put my scissors here. See if he's going anywhere. Well, we could put him there, but he's going to step on the turtle if we do that. We don't want to step on the turtle. Go on the couch? No. 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 Go in this man's hand? Meh. I kind of am liking him in the Manhattan lights. Yeah, I think we'll just go with him right there. Kind of looks pretty cool there. Kind of looking pretty cool in the one Manhattan Square. Yeah, there we go. So that's what we got for today. I'm going to close this up and kind of clean up my mess a little bit and go rest a bit. And then hopefully this afternoon I can work on these journals, get them sewn in and get them kind of off my plate. So each day I'm getting better and better. Just taking it day by day. So thanks for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this glue book. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's one of those things that I sit and look at and it's like, oh my gosh, I did that. That's so cool. So I highly encourage it, especially if you want to use it kind of as a therapeutic type, just kind of to keep your hands busy, to keep your creativity going. I highly encourage it. Like I said, she's a bit of a chunk. Just a regular composition book that we have something on every page. So thanks for joining me. I will be back soon enough. I'm kind of muddling through June and debating on July, what I'm going to do. I wanted to do index card today, hashtag iCAD. It started June 1st, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't muster up the energy to get started on that. So I might start that in July and just do that for the month of July. There's also Junk Journal July going on. I saw the prompt for it this morning on Instagram, so there's that to work on. I just, I have a feeling that I will be feeling lots better in a couple of weeks, and so I want to get back in the groove of being here with you guys, and yeah, so thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.